Hello guys and welcome back to another video and welcome back to another episode of Britain by Train. This series where we are going to be attempting to visit every single station, starting from the most southern station in the country in Penzance, finishing at Thurso, the most northern station. This is episode 7 of the series, and in this episode we are going to be covering majority of the Tarka line. So Tarka line being the line that runs between Exeter Central, Exeter St David's up to Barnstable. And we're as I said, we're going to be clearing majority of these stations on this line. There will be some that won't be cleared, and these will be got in future episodes of this series. And hopefully at the end of this episode we'll be clearing one of the few awkward stations on this line in Portsmouth Arms. There's a few stations on this line that only get a couple of trains a day, so hoping that we can clear Portsmouth Arms in this episode. We are currently at the first station of the day, Umberley, and I will tell you guys a little bit about this station in a minute. Alright guys, so here is the first station of the day, Umberley. So Umberley is a one platform station managed by Great Western Railway and is located on the Tarka line. So, going off in that direction, you will head towards Barnstable, and heading off back down in that direction is Crediton, Exeter St David's and Exeter Central. On this platform there is a lot of plants and flowers, you can see. There's lots of that going on at this station, and that is a kind of a running theme down this line. You see a lot of plants and greenery and stuff at these stations. So yeah. Facilities at this station, as you can see, there is 3 benches on the one platform. And if we come down here, we have a waiting shelter with a bench in it. There is no dot matrix indicator at this station. However, there is a head point with the departures listed on it. And if we just come out of the gate here, we have the car park for the station, and just behind the waiting shelter down there, there is a bike rack as well. So a pretty well facilitised station here. Services that call at this station are the hourly service between Exeter St David's and Barnstable. Some of them extend through to Exeter Central, Paignton and Exmouth as well. However, majority of them do run to Exeter St David's, Exeter Central. And the only other thing to say about the station is it is a request stop. So if you want to alight at this station, you have to ask the conductor on the train to stop. And if you want to board a service, you have to flag the train down, make your intent clear to the driver, and they will stop and pick you up. So that's really all to be said about Umberley. So we're going to head to the second station of the day, Yeoford. I'll see you guys when we get there. Departing now is the 1019 Great Western Railway service from Barnstable to Exeter Central. And it was 158951 that brought me here to the second station of the day, which is Yeoford. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about this station in a minute. So here we are at Yeoford. Yeoford is a one platform station managed by Great Western Railway. And services that call here are the hourly service between Exeter Central and Barnstable to Exeter Central, with certain trains getting extended through to Paignton and Exmouth as well. So as you can see, there is an old abandoned platform there and a second track. Now, that track on the left is the Dartmoor line going to Oakhampton. So there's a little section here where it is double track, and the line on the right here with the platform is the Tarka line going to Barnstable, and the line on the left is the Dartmoor line going to Oakhampton. But each line works with a single track. So instead of trains running in one direction on one track and the other on the other, both tracks run bi-directional for their respective lines, which is quite interesting. And obviously, because there's no platform over there anymore, that means that the Oakhampton trains can't call here at Yeoford. It's only the Barnstable ones that can actually call here. So, if we do take a look at the station sign now, as you can see, we have the logo for the Tarka line. And that is on all the stations along this route. In terms of facilities at this station, there isn't too much as with Umberley. There is a bench here on the platform. And if we keep walking up, there is indeed that blue wooden building is a waiting shelter. We'll show you guys in there now. And the other thing to say about this station is it is a request stop. So just like Umberley, you have to ask the train to stop here and flag the train down when you want to get on. So yeah, here's the little waiting room at Yeoford. As you can see, it's got some books and some DVDs. And they'll be there, so you'll be able to swap one that you don't want for one that you do want out of that. And as we keep walking down the platform here, we do indeed have the information board and the help point as well, with the next train button, which is obviously good for not having a dot matrix indicator, and then a nice big information board over here. So that's really all there is to see at Yeoford. So I'm now going to head to the next station of the day, Eggersford. I'll see you guys when we get there. Departing now is the 11:01 Great Western Railway service from Exeter Central to Barnstable. And it was 158,950. That has brought me here to the next station of the day, which is Eggersford. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this station in a minute. Alright guys, so now we're here at the next station of the day, Eggersford. So, Eggersford is a two-platform station managed by Great Western Railway. Services that call here are the services from Exeter Central to Barnstable, Barnstable to Exeter Central. And this also, as you can see, has two tracks, two platforms, because this is a passing point on the single track line. So the train will arrive in on this platform, platform number 1. It will arrive in on this platform from Exeter. Then the train from that direction will arrive in from Barnstable onto platform number 2. And then obviously the trains will continue on their routes onto the single track line, so they can pass each other here to allow for the hourly service on this line. In terms of facilities at this station, on platform number 1 over here, we have a couple of benches. Got a help point with the next train button. And a waiting shelter here, but it has no bench in it. You literally just stand in here. And also an information board. As you can see, from here, the platform has indeed been extended here at Eggersford. And this was done to accommodate longer trains running on the Barnstable line to increase capacity. As obviously all the trains have to stop here as they need to pass by each other. And also a level crossing down here at the other end of the platform, which is operated manually. So when the train arrives in going to Exeter, the driver gets out the train operates the barriers themselves. And when you come up from Exeter, the driver does it from his cab, so manually operated when the trains arrive. So, we're now going to head over to platform number 2, and I'll show you guys the facilities over there. Alright guys, so just I've walked over here to the other side, platform number 2. As you can see, there is a little car park here with a few spaces. And if we walk around here, as you can see, we have an information board for the station and the Tarka line in general. And then if we walk down here, we have the board with the train times on it. And now we are over on platform number 2. And in terms of things on this platform, we have another help point here, which looks like it did have a train departure screen, but that's been taken out for the minute. We have a waiting shelter here with a bench in it. Lots and lots of plants and greenery on this platform, just like Umberley. As I said, that you'll see that at a fair few stations down this line. If we keep going this way, I believe there's another waiting shelter down here. And I'll also show you guys where they operate the level crossing from. So yeah, as you can see, there is a waiting shelter with a bench in here. And this is the building where they operate the level crossing from as well. So, that is everything to tell you guys about Eggersford. So now I've got a pretty long wait for my next train, and the next station of the day, Barnstable. See you guys when we get there. And we're now arriving into Barnstable. I will see you guys when I'm on the platform, and I will tell you guys a little bit about this station. Alright guys, and we have now made it here to Barnstable. So Barnstable is a one-platform station managed by Great Western Railway and is the terminus of the Tarka line. So trains will terminate here from Exeter Central and then will depart from here going down back towards Exeter Central. As you can see, just the one platform at this station. However, as you can see over there used to be more. And that was from when the line used to go on to Bideford. And this station just used to be a lot more grander, more going on here. In terms of facilities at this station, there is lots of benches along the platform as well as bins. There is also a ticket machine at the front of the station, and inside the station house you will indeed find a manned ticket office, a waiting room and also a little cafe as well. There is a big car park at the back of the station as well, and you can also, as you can see, interchange for buses towards all sorts of destination centres such as Linton and Lynmouth, Bideford, Ilfracombe, Westward Ho, so the places that people would kind of go on holiday. And obviously in the summer this station does get a fair amount of tourist traffic. So that's really all there is to say about Barnstable. In the short time I've got here, I'm going to be jumping back on 158951 to head to my next station, Kings Nympton. The final go now is the 1251 Great Western Railway service from Barnstable to Exeter Central. And it was 158951 that has brought me here to the next station of the day, Kings Nympton. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this station in a minute. Alright guys, so we're now here at the next station of the day, Kings Nympton. So Kings Nympton is a one platform station and is managed by Great Western Railway. Services that call here are some of the services between Exeter Central and Barnstable, Barnstable and Exeter Central. This station, I think it roughly gets a train each direction every 2 hours. So, yeah, there's a fairly infrequent service at this station, and it is basically in the middle of nowhere. So, in terms of facilities we have at this station, we have a little small bike rack here. We have a waiting shelter which doesn't have a bench in it. There is a bin at this station as well. Another bench here. Here we have the help point with the next train button. And we have an information board about this station. And if we come down here, as you can see, it's just lots of greenery and stuff. And just the other side of this fence here, we have a little car park. And as you can see, that is the old station house, which someone does indeed live in. Used to be the old station house. So, that is really it to tell you about Kings Nympton. I now have a fairly long wait here before my train out of here, and I'm going to work my way to the next station of the day, Copplestone. So I'll see you guys when we get there. Departing out now is the 1512 Great Western Railway service from Barnstable to Exeter Central. And it was 1589.50 that brought me here to the next station of the day, which is Copplestone. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about this station in a minute. Alright guys, so here we are at Copplestone. So Copplestone is a one platform station managed by Great Western Railway. Services that call here are the hourly services between Exeter Central and Barnstable, Barnstable to Exeter Central. And as I said previously, some of which continue through from Barnstable to Paignton and Exmouth. This station is not a request stop, as all the trains do indeed call here. So hourly service at this station to Barnstable and Exeter. In terms of facilities at this station, if we come down here, we have the information board for the station, and as you can see there is a small station car park here as well, and this is normally a help point which tells you when the trains are arriving and departing. However, this is not working at the moment. If we continue on down here, we have a couple of bins as well as a nice big waiting shelter with a bench in it, which is always good. And as you can see, a little interesting feature of this platform is it's actually been raised up. And this is just to make the gap between the train and the platform edge just a little bit smaller, so it's not so much of a big step down, which is always good. And if we continue on down here, we have another bench here, as well as a lovely little garden at this station as well, with grass on the platform and lots of plants and stuff. So yeah, it's a very well looked after station, a very pretty station as well, probably the prettiest one we've been to so far. And I can say this platform has enough room to take 4 coaches. There is no ticket buying facilities at this station either. So if you need to buy a ticket, then you will get it on board the train from the guard. And that is all there is to say about Copplestone. So the next station we're going to be going to is Morchard Road. I'll see you guys when we get there. And departing out now is the 1545 Great Western Railway service from Exeter Central to Barnstable. And on my service was 158958. Now we're here at my next station, Morchard Road. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the station in a minute. Alright guys, so now we're here at Morchard Road. So Morchard Road is a one-platform station managed by Great Western Railway. Trains that serve here are the hourly service between Exeter Central and Barnstaple to Exeter Central, with every train calling at this station. And they do indeed call at this station on request. So you have to, just like with Umberley and Kings Nimpton, ask the train conductor if you wish to alight for the train and flag down the train as it arrives into the station. In terms of facilities at this station, it's a very similar deal to a lot of the stations on this line. So here we have a waiting shelter with a nice bench in it. We have an information board there about network accessibility. This is how you get in and out of the station. We do indeed have a help point here with the train departures on the help point. No dot matrix indicator at this station. And down here we have another bench, and there's a bike rack right at the end as well. And if we just come out of the gate here, as you can see, we have a small little car park though. Just as with most of the stations here, they do indeed have a car park and also an information board over there. Trains going to Barnstaple depart off in that direction, and trains going to Exeter depart off in that direction there. So, that is really everything to say about Morchard Road. There's not a lot to say about these stations, these one platform ones. They're just kind of little stations on the branch line. My next station of the day, the second to last station of the day, is going to be Lapford. I'll see you guys when we're there. Departing out now is the 1650 Great Western Railway service from Exeter Central to Barnstaple. And it was 158950 that brought me here to the second to last station of the day, which is Lapford. So, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this station in a minute. Alright guys, so now we're here at Lapford. So, Lapford is a one-platform station managed by Great Western Railway. Services that call here are some of the services between Exeter Central and Barnstaple to Exeter Central. They don't all call here, and they do call here in a fairly irregular pattern, making this a fairly awkward station to tick off. But I've managed to find a way to do it today without having to wait here for too long. So I'm here for a whole hour. So it's not too bad with the amount of limited trains that stop here. This station is indeed a request stop. So if you wish to alight from the train, you have to ask the conductor if the train can stop. And if you want to board a service, you need to flag the train down and make your intent clear to the driver. So, in terms of facilities at this station, it doesn't have a lot. This is one of the stations with the least amount of facilities. So, over here we have a bench. Next to that is a help point with the next train button. There is no dot matrix indicator at this station, so that button or your phone is the only way to check train times. Or it's the only way to get live train departure updates at this station. As you see, waiting shelter here with no bench. It's just the same looking as what we've seen at previous stations. Here we have a litter bin. And we have an information board right here. And then this staircase here is how you access the station. And you can also drive a car down this little track as well. And there is also a bike rack here on this station. Platform is long enough to take only a 3-coach train. So when 4-coach trains runs down here, the back coach is not platformed. So, that is Lapford ticked off. We have one station left to film at today, which is going to be Portsmouth Arms. Really awkward station to get done, so hopefully all goes well with train times and we're able to get Portsmouth Arms ticked off today, as that'll be a really awkward station ticked off. So yeah, I shall see you guys hopefully when we get there. Departing out now is the 1819 Great Western Railway service from Exeter Central to Barnstaple. And that was 158951. That has brought me here to my final station of the day, Portsmouth Arms. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this station in a minute. Alright guys, so now we are here at Portsmouth Arms. So Portsmouth Arms is a one platform station managed by Great Western Railway. Services that call here, well, there's not many of them. There is 2 services a day in each direction. And obviously 2 going to Barnstaple, 2 going down to Exeter. And that is literally it. There is like no trains that call here. It's such an underused station and an underserved station. This station was actually built to serve the Portsmouth Arms pub. So the pub along the A377 actually has its own train station, which is actually, yeah, that's rather quite cool. I don't know of any other examples of that happening in the country. So yeah. So in terms of facilities at this station, with it being so underused, as you can imagine, there's not really a lot. So the first thing to come to here is a help point with the next train button. Not that there's many trains at this station for it to announce. We have a waiting shelter here. It's like quite a modern new waiting shelter with a bench in there. There is a very small information board along with another bench here. And then also a little small car park here as well. And if we walk around here, there is a train times board just there. And that is literally all there is at this station. It is a little tiny station in the middle of nowhere, which is used by hardly anybody. But we have now got it ticked off, which is quite an awkward station to get ticked off as well, which is excellent. So, in terms of what we have left on the Barnstaple line, we have Awkward Station Chapelton, and Crediton and Newtons and Sires, as well as Oakhampton on the Dartmoor line as well. All of these will be got in a future video. This is all I could fit into the one trip. Obviously, this line being about an hour long, so there's a fair few stations along this line. So yeah, all those stations will be got on future trips. And with that, that is going to be the end of this video here. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like this one, and comment down below any stations you want me to visit. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.